Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is SYAFIQAH binti Muhammad SAFIAN. In this video, my teammates Muhammad Najmi, Daniel Tan, and also NORLIYANA AISYAH will be presenting our project. The description of this project is to analyze the data related to heart failure prediction using data statistical analysis skills to see whether there is any relationship between the data. For datasets, this data comprises 11 variables that might be used to anticipate the development of a potential heart condition. The variables that are used in this project are age, gender, resting blood pressure, serum cholesterol, fasting blood sugar, and maximum heart rate achieved.
Next, we are going to present data analysis and make a discussion on one sample test, correlation test, regression test, and chi-square test. For the first year, we have one sample test. In this part, we make a one sample test to test the mean of the serum cholesterol of a person that increase the risk of a heart failure. Based on our research, we found that the null hypothesis is person with total cholesterol 240 mg/dL is at risk of getting heart failure. And the alternative hypothesis here will be the person with the total cholesterol more than 240 mg/dL have much higher risk of getting the heart failure. By using the formula Z equal to x bar minus mu over standard deviation over square root n, since n value of this dataset is more than 30, and we obtain the statistical value is negative 11.412. In this test, we assume the significant level is 0.05 and the critical value that we obtain is 1.645. The result shows that the test statistical value is less than critical value, which means it does not fall into the critical region. Thus, we fail to reject the null hypothesis as shown in the graph here.
The second test is correlation analysis, which to investigate the relationship between the resting blood pressure in mg/Hg and maximum heart rate achieved in BPM. As of the scatter plot diagram, on the x-axis is the resting blood pressure in mg/Hg, and on the y-axis is the maximum heart rate achieved in BPM. Let's calculate the value of correlation coefficient by using Pearson's method. The value obtained is R equals to negative 0.112135, which indicates there is no correlation between X and Y. Lastly, the value of test statistic is less than the value of critical value, hence we reject the null hypothesis. Next, I will pass to the next presenter.
Alright, so now I would like to present about the regression analysis, which is regarding about the analysis to study the relationship between the resting blood pressure in milligram or Hg and maximum heart rate achieved in BPM among respondents. So as we can see, the regression analysis are perfectly correlated with the test that we selected and the variable that we selected, which is the resting blood pressure and also the maximum heart rate achieved in blood pressure among the respondents. So first and foremost, we have to find the BD, B1, and the formula for finding B1 is summation xy minus summation x times with summation y over n divide by summation x square minus bracket summation x square divide by n. Hence from B1, we can conclude that the value of it is 0.8307. And next will be the B0. For B0, the value that we have to find is the y bar minus B1 multiplied with x bar. Hence for B0, the value will be 31.96, as the y value for y bar is 122.85, and the value for B1 multiplied with x bar is 0.8307 multiplied with 121.45. By using the RStudio, this is the scatter plot that we obtained regarding the regression analysis that we concluded. Hence, based on the regression test carried out, the regression analysis for the following dataset is y equal to 31.96 plus 0.8307x. Next, I will pass to the floor to the next person.
Okay, hello. And we started with the chi-square. The chi-square is means like a statistical method which is to use to determine if two categorical variable have a significant correlation between them. For us, we use the chi-square test of independence to determine whether there is a significant relationship between set and exercise induced angina. Angina is means like it's caused by reduced blood flow to the heart of muscle as a result of coronary artery disease, and also often with experience with exercise and eases up with rest. And for the chi-square, we got the critical value is a 3.841, and we test it again, and test statistic value we got 33.38, and we got the value that the test statistic value is greater than the critical value. So therefore we reject the null hypothesis, and there is no relationship between the set and exercise angina. Okay, the next one is a conclusion. For the sample hypothesis testing, we got the mean serum cholesterol of a person increase the risk of heart failure. For correlation, there is no correlation between resting blood pressure in ml or HD and maximum heart rate achieved in BPM. So the next one is the regression, and we just run the test, and we got the equation is y equal to 31.96 plus 0.8307x. And lastly, for the chi-square, we got there is no relationship between the set and exercise induced angina, hence we fail to reject the null hypothesis. Okay, that's all from us. Thank you.